Hello friends, let's balance one chemical equation. This equation is for the reaction between red lead and hydrochloric acid to form lead chloride, water and chlorine. Let's balance this equation by hit and trial method. First we have written the skeleton equation. After writing the skeleton equation, we can list out the atoms of the reactants as well as the products. On the left hand side the reactants and the right hand side products. Let's list out the atoms first. The first atom, lead on the left hand side, how many times are there? 3 times. In Pb3O4, this 3 belongs to lead. So 3 times the lead is present on the left hand side. But the lead on the right hand side only once. So lead on the left hand side 3 times, but the right hand side 1 time. The next one, chlorine on the left hand side 1 time, but chlorine on the right hand side here 2 times and here another 2 times, so total 4 times. So left hand side chlorine is 1 time, but the right hand side 4 times. Hydrogen at the left hand side 1 time, but the right hand side 2 times. That we can note down. Left hand side 1 time, but the right hand side 2 times. Oxygen at the left hand side here 4 times. Left hand side 4 times. Oxygen is present at 4 times on the left hand side. The right hand side in water, that is only 1 time. That we can write it. That we can write 1 time. Right. Now we have listed out the atoms on the left hand side as well as the right hand side. We have listed out the atoms on the left hand side and the right hand side. When we check the atom of lead on the left hand side, 3 atoms are present, but the right hand side only 1 atom. Therefore, what we need to do, in order to make the atom equal, we need to multiply this 1 by 3 times. So that we can do it now. This 1 is multiplied by 3 times. So where's this lead present? This 3 where we need to mention, that is here in lead chloride as a coefficient we need to write. That I am writing now. That is, I am writing at the bottom 3 times. 3 times lead chloride. When we multiply this lead chloride by 3 times, now chlorine changes. 3 times 2, 6 chlorine here. Already another 2 chlorine are there. So total 3 2s are 6 plus 2, 8. 8 chlorine atoms on the right hand side. So that we need to change now 8 chlorine atoms. 8 chlorine atoms on the right hand side. But the left hand side, how many chlorine atoms? Before that, we can come to the, what's that? Yes. Left hand side, chlorine, how many times are there? Only 1 time. So, this 1 we need to make into 8. So, what we can do? This 1 has to be multiplied by 8 times. So that 8 where we need to write as a coefficient of this hydrochloric acid. So that I am writing now 8 times. When we multiply this hydrochloric acid by 8, what happens? Hydrogen will change. Already it was mentioned 1, but now it has become 8 because the 8 belongs to both hydrogen as well as chlorine. So 8 hydrogen we need to make at the left hand side. So this 1 becomes 8. Now the left hand side, how many oxygen atoms? 4 oxygen atoms. the hydrogen at the left hand side 8 hydrogen atoms, but the right hand side only 2 hydrogen atoms. So what we need to do, this 2 has to be multiplied by 4 times, then only it will become 8 on both the sides. So this 2 we are multiplying by 4 times. So where is this hydrogen present? In water. So this water molecule is multiplied by 4 times. When we multiply this water molecule by 4 times, now what happens? Oxygen becomes 4, because this 4 belongs to both hydrogen as well as oxygen. Therefore this 4 into this oxygen, that becomes 4 oxygen on the right hand side. So that we need to make the change this 4 times. Now let's check once again both the sides the number of atoms. Lead, both the sides the number of atoms are 3. Chlorine, on both the sides 8 atoms are present. Hydrogen, on both the sides 8 atoms. Oxygen, on both the sides 4 atoms. So all the atoms of the elements on the reactant side, that is the left hand side as well as the right hand side, are equal. Therefore this equation is balanced. So the balanced equation is 1 mole of red lead plus 8 moles of hydrochloric acid, and as a result 3 moles of lead chloride, 4 moles of water and 1 mole of chlorine are obtained as a product. That only once again we have written, this is the balanced chemical equation. 1 mole of lead oxide and 8 moles of hydrochloric acid, 3 moles of lead chloride and 4 moles of water and 1 mole of chlorine. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing.